Call hello Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, which on over well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. Back at you with another quick one. Just nothing too exhaustive, but we are going to try to follow a lineage. And before we get going, I just would like to give the background of why I'm doing this and why you should too. Every so often, go through and polish up on things that Christians will try to argue with you about. And I had I guess I can call it a discussion. Somebody saw me reading at work, which I probably should have have the physical book, a small, a little pocket size and read. But I was reading it on the computer screen at work, and it was another Jake. And I was like, "Oh, what you into?" And I, told him what I was reading, and long story short, we got into a conversation of like who the Hebrews were, and I tried to keep it light because I was at work, but the spirit was hot on me, so I decided I needed to, steer the conversation in a different way because you got nosy Edomites wherever you are, you're never alone if you got so-called white folks around because they'll always be in your business. And we got to a point in the conversation where he was saying, I see that we're talking past each other because you don't believe that salvation is for everyone, and as I do. Um, and he was saying certain things that triggered in my mind all kind of different scriptures, different things that were way too deep for him because one, he can't even understand lineage. He didn't even know who the Messiah's name really was. So you have to meet people at their level. So as much as I hate that J word, I met him at his level with the J word, trying to. I hadn't even touched Romans 9, and everything he said, I had 5, 6, 7 different scriptures that were coming to mind. And while he's talking to me, all I could do was, thank Yahweh Yahweh Shai that the Spirit was on me and that I could recall these things if needs be. But I can tell from the conversation we were having that, I could have went. He was on level 2, so I just went to level 3. I didn't even need to go 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. And that is not to brag or to boast or anything. It's just it made me realize that this thing is a blessing to be able to know, to be able to teach, to be able to live, to be able to apply this to your life is a blessing that we did not deserve and we did not have to get, yet Yahweh Yahweh Shai saw fit to bless a remnant of we are, and I'm hoping we are of that hopeful elect, we are of that remnant. To give this truth, to give this knowledge, to be able to navigate behind enemy lines. So always think about that. Be very mindful of the grace of the Lord. Of course, he's a great and terrible power, but he is also merciful unto those that are trying. After all, he gave his only begotten son, and we'll get into a little bit of that as well, if the Spirit sees fit. So we're just going to go down the line. Okay, I'm going to type in some names, and then we're going to show why the lineage is so important. One and two, nothing in this Bible is happenstance. All of it is for a reason. Okay, the Lord in His infinite wisdom playing chess, not checkers. All right, so just a brief overview. You can write these down on your own and go even further and look at what their names mean and all that different wonderful stuff. So we're gonna go. Of course, we understand Adam had Cain and Abel. Cain slew Abel, and the Lord gave him Seth, whose name means compensation. Seth begot Enos. Enos begot Canaan, and then you have Mahalalel, and then Jared, and then Enoch, and then Methuselah, then Lamech, and then of course you have Noah, Shem, then Arphaxad, Selah, and then Eber, then Peleg, Ru. Oh, almost went to sleep on me. After Ru is Serug and Nahor and Terah, then Abram, whose name was later changed to Abraham. So he went, and Abram means exalted father, and then Isaac, of course, and then Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel. So you can go read through that story in the 32nd chapter of Genesis. So we're going to go through, pull some of these names and then go even a little bit further, because you always hear when you fast forward. Let's see how many times. Let's do a little exercise. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How many times lasted 12 times in both testaments? All right, so you got Exodus 3 and 6, verse 15, 16, 4 and 5, First Kings 18, 26, 4 and so forth, and all the way even into it. That's interesting that they put both Old and New Testament, because you got folks that are really believe in one, and then you got folks that don't believe in the other, and it's just a whole mess, a whole heap of foolishness. Okay, you got Matthew, Mark, Luke, Acts. Okay, you can screenshot or do what you and he begat Lamech, and Lamech is the father of Noah. Okay? And he begat sons and daughters, and all the days, and Lamech lived 100 years and begat a son. So remember that Noah gathered animals clean and unclean into the ark. How did he know it was clean or unclean? That world like to read, you can do it, but just be talking about, you know, you're not keep it, you know, all these things because some people that you can be